Hey everyone, welcome back to Makeup by Mama G. Today we are going to be doing a look using pink. I was going through the closet the other day and I found this dressy poncho. I guess they're called ponchos. I don't know what they're called. But this has been in my closet for years. I haven't worn this. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I haven't worn this since Jason graduated from boot camp from the Marine Corps. And that was back in '05, so it's been a while since I wore this. And I even wore these earrings with it too. So I took it out of the closet and I put it on, and I thought this would be perfect for the look that I had in mind today. So this is a pink and brown look using Raving Beauty Cosmetics. I hope you guys like it, and let's get started. Alright guys, so I already primed my eyes with Too Faced Shadow Insurance and Pandora's Eyelid Primer. Looks like this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a loose powder and a little makeup sponge, and I'm going to apply it heavy underneath my eye. The reason for doing this is because when you are working with these kind of shadows, you tend to get some kind of fallout. So what this is going to do is just catch any fallout that we have, so we could just clean it off later with just a kabuki brush. So after I have my eye primed and I got the powder underneath my eye, I'm going to take Raving Beauty's Romance eyeshadow and I'm going to mix it with MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to mix it until it gets kind of pasty. We're going to use this as our base. And so I need a little bit more MAC Fix Plus because it's still kind of thick. I'm just mixing it with an eyeshadow brush. It's kind of a stiff one. Okay, so after it's all mixed, it's kind of pasty, we're just going to apply this all over our lid. This is where we're going to start shaping it. I'm going to get it all the way in the tear duct area. Again, this is where we start shaping it. So I'm going to start at my outer V, blend it inwards. I'm just going to pick a little bit more up. I'm going to bring it above the crease. You guys don't have to take it this high. I personally like taking it this high because I like having color all the way up to my brow bone. Again, I'm just going to bring it out, kind of bring it up more, like so. I'm just going to blend it all over just to make sure it's all even. And then I'm going to also take it to the bottom lash line. Sorry if I keep looking over there, guys, but that is where my mirror is. So I'm just applying it all across the bottom lash line. So while that's still a little wet and it's starting to dry, I'm just going to take a dome brush. It's a round dome brush. And I'm just going to blend out the edges so that way it doesn't look so harsh. I'm just using up and down, left and right motions to get the harsh line blended out. And I'm kind of bringing it up to my brow bone. Again, you guys don't have to bring it this high. You guys can keep it as low as you want. I just like having it all the way up there. I love color. I'm also going to blend out the outer edge as well as the bottom lash line. So once I'm done blending the edges out, I'm going to take Soft Rose. It's like a rosy, golden rosy color. And I'm going to take an angled brush like this. This is the angled shadow liner brush from Raving Beauty Cosmetics. I'm going to take the angled side, pick a little bit up, tap it off, and I'm only going to apply this to the edge. This is just going to help soften up that harsh line as well as lighten up the edge. That way you get that blended effect. It'll go from a dark pink to a light pink. I'm just adding some more along the way. I'm starting off light and adding more if I need to. Now I'm going to take light pink. I'm just using an eyeshadow brush, picking a little bit up, tapping it off, and I'm going to apply it to the middle of my lid. I'm just patting it on. You want to pat with these kind of shadows. You want to pat and then blend out lightly, because if you blend right away, you're just going to blend all the color out and you're not going to have any color showing. So again, I'm just patting it on And then to blend the edges, all I'm going to do is lightly feather it by bringing the color out. I'm barely touching the eyes. I'm just kind of patting it and dragging it a little bit. As you can see, the color is now blending into the rest of it. So now that I'm done doing that, I'm going to take dark truffle, which is a dark matte brown. It's very, very pretty. I'm going to put a little bit into the lid. I'm going to take that dome brush that I used earlier to blend the edges out. I'm going to put some onto the brush, tap it off. I'm going to start on the outer V. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to gradually blend inwards. I'm going to start shaping it right here. I'm going to add a little at a time. When you work with a darker color, you want to add just a little at a time, because if you put too much onto your lid, you're going to have to blend it out, and it's harder that way. Again, I'm just shaping it. I'm getting that outer V, and I'm bringing it about halfway. So now that I'm done blending on the outer part, I actually want to add a little bit of that brown to the tear duct area just to give it a little definition right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dabbing the color right where the tear duct area is, and I'm going to blend upwards. I'm not going to bring it all the way across to meet the rest of the brown. I'm just going to blend it right there in the tear duct area. Like so. So after that's all blended out, I'm just going to touch up on the light pink. I'm just going to add a little bit more to the center of the lid. Using the same brush, that eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to pat and then feather it out. So I'm going to take that angled brush again, the big one. I'm going to get some of that light pink, and I'm going to blend it along the top of the color. Again, this is just going to give that blended effect. So that way it goes from a dark pink to a light pink. And I'm going to bring it almost all the way up to my brows. Like so. And then I'm going to take another eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pick up Sparkle Beige and apply this as my highlight. So I'm just going right underneath the brows, picking up some more, and then kind of blending it downwards. That way it's all blended together. So now that we're done with the top part of the eye, we're going to do the bottom part. I'm going to take the liner side, and I'm going to pick up dark truffle, and I'm going to line the outer half of my bottom lash line. So I'm going to start on the outer part and just lightly bring it into the middle. I'm going to pick up some more to make it a little bit darker. Again, start on the outer part and bring it in. I'm going to stop at the middle. Now to define this outer part right here, I'm still going to use the liner side of the brush, and I'm going to connect it. So that way right here in this corner, the bottom and the top connect. And then I'm going to lightly feather it, again just using light motions, pulling upwards, bring it in. So that way it's a lot darker on the outside. As you can see, it's darker out here, and then it fades in. I'm going to start it again, the out, and lightly feather it in. We want to go about halfway. So to blend out the edges, we're just going to pick up some of that soft rose. I'm going to pick up whatever's in the top, and I'm just going to blend it along that dark truffle just to soften the edges out and it doesn't look so harsh. Botanicals. I'm going to take baby pink, and I'm only getting a little bit, and I'm going to apply it to the tear duct area, so that way it just has this light effect right here so the eyes look more awake. I'm going to blend it to the inner half of the bottom lash line. There we go. Now we're ready to line our eyes. I'm going to take my liner brush. This is a NYX liner brush from their original collection. not their professional collection of brushes that they have now. And I'm just going to take L'Oreal Hip Cream Liner in black. It's my favorite cream liner. I'm going to tight line first. Tight lining is lining the upper rim of your eyes. And all I'm going to do is just look up and take the brush right under the rim. It's really easy after you guys have done it a couple times. See, all you do is just line the upper rim. Sometimes you need to hold it up by your eyelashes, sometimes you don't. It's all about the brush that you work with. It's so much easier when you have a good brush. So after I'm done doing that, I'm just going to line my eyes with a little wing. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker than I normally do because I'm going to throw some lashes on after this. So I'm going to line my eyes, then I'll be right back. So I just lined my top lash line with a little wing, and I also lined my waterline. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Volume Definer Lash. I'm going to apply my mascara and curl my lashes. And then I am going to apply my Red Cherry XOS lashes. I, figured that there's some, little bling to this little, whatever shirt you want to call this. I don't even know what these are called. I guess this is called a poncho. I don't know. It's a dressy kind of poncho. So I figured since there was like, a little bit of bling on it, I decided to put on these lashes. So I will be right back after I apply my mascara and my lashes. Okay, so while my lashes are drying, I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush. This is a big face powder brush. And I'm just going to wipe away all of that powder that I had on there. That's going to take off all the fallout that we had from these shadows. So with a blending brush, I'm just going to use that dome brush that I used earlier. I'm going to make sure it's clean before I use it. Just going to again blend all around the eye so that way everything just looks blended. Now while the rest of the glue dries, I'm going to put my face makeup on. I'm going to put on my primer, my concealer, and foundation, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now the glue is dry. I have my foundation on. I already contoured my face with bronzer. Now I'm going to take Wild Vines blush from Everyday Minerals. It's just a rosy pink blush. I wanted to stick to the pink since we have a pink eye going on. And I'm going to just tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to pat it. The reason why I'm patting is because of the brush that I'm using. If I would have been using a fluffier brush, I would have blended it rather than patting. So I'm just going to pat in a circular motion just to get the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to pick a little bit up more. Again, just circular motions just so I get that apple. And then once I'm done with that, we're going to go to the lips. I'm going to use MAC's High Tea Lipstick, which looks like this. And I'm just going to apply it like so. You guys are more than welcome to use a brush, a lip brush if you want, but since I am trying to rush this, I'm just going to put it on like that. And then I'm going to take e.l.f.'s, what is this? Fairy Hypershine Lip Gloss. Looks like this. I'm just going to apply it right over that. This is like a clear gloss with a pink pearl tint to it. If you guys like Stila lip glazes, you guys are going to like this. The brushes on these aren't as soft as Stila lip glazes, but it's basically the same thing. You got the little twist brush product in the tube. I like the e.l.f. glosses. They're good. And that's pretty much it, guys. That is the whole look. So, let me fix the hair. Let's bring the hair down since we are done doing the makeup. Here is the final look. I hope you guys like these lashes. These are the first time I put these lashes on, so I have no idea what they look like. And those are the eyes and the lips. So, yeah guys, I hope you guys like this, and here are pictures.